Hello everyone and good morning, and yes, it is a very early morning for myself. I'm going to try and crank out this video very quickly for you guys. So this is going to be a kit reveal plus heroic Sith raid content showcasing of EMBO, a brand new bounty hunter that's coming to the game. Well, he's not actually brand new. He's actually was a boss, well, still is a boss on a light side hard node, and finally he's going to be a playable character. So to recap, a few months ago we got some contracts, a new sort of mechanic for the bounty hunters, and I did some content, a lot of content with the bounty hunters, more than I expected to actually, and they're viable against Darth Nihilus. They're also viable against Darth Sion in phase 2 and in phase 4, and on top of that we also got Bosk a little bit shortly after that, and Bosk ended up being the superior bounty hunter leader in my opinion. He actually did more consistent damage output, around 1 to 2 million damage against Darth Sion. But now we have a new bounty hunter leader on the block. This is going to be EMBO here. He actually has 2 Zetas. Of course, he has a contract, and he has a few abilities. One of his abilities he actually gains when he completes his contract. So let's go over his kit really fast. We'll also cover which abilities are his Zetas, and then we'll take a look at some gameplay together. So this is EMBO. He is a dark side bounty hunter scoundrel attacker. He's a deadly attacker that actually consumes his protection to boost his overall damage. And so he has a leadership ability. Let's go over that first. Not like the bounty hunters needed an extra leadership, but here we are. Bounty hunters are going to have 50% counter chance and health steal under his leadership. Also, when any other bounty hunter ally scores a crit during their turn, they're going to gain offense up for 1 turn. And of course, he has a leadership contract that you can complete, and once you complete that, you're basically going to grant every bounty hunter that has a payout their special payout abilities. The special reward is going to give all bounty hunter allies 50% offense, so they're going to hit harder. And also, when bounty hunter allies use a basic ability, they deal bonus damage equal to 7% of the target's max protection. So that's going to be interesting, and to complete that, you just need to attack enemies without buffs 15 times. As you may have already been taking a look at this graphic, I just wanted to quickly add that this is a new type of graphic that I believe CG Capital Games is going to be implementing for all new characters going forward. So I just wanted to highlight 2 little things here. Synergies are going to be bounty hunters, of course, and those are bounty hunters that have contracts. So far Zam and Cad Bane are the only 2 bounty hunters that don't have contracts. Top Hat did say, the live producer of the game, a few months ago, that they will eventually get contracts as well, so you can probably use them later down the road. And also the strengths, I want to really quickly highlight the last bullet point: high burst damage. So EMBO is going to be one of those characters that can probably handle Emphas Nest. Emphas Nest is tricky because you need to have high burst damage attacks to just one-shot her when she's down to just her health pool. So just like Han Solo and Darth Sion and CLS, they have those high burst damage single target attacks. EMBO will have one of those as well, so he should be able to take out an Emphas Nest with relative ease. So now let's take a look at the rest of EMBO's kit. So his basic is called Dismantling Shot. It's pretty basic. It deals, no pun intended, it deals physical damage to the target enemy, and it's going to dispel any buffs that they have on top of their head, any green status effects. So that's his basic. Let's take a look at his special now. And here it is. I love the animation. He throws his hat like a frisbee or something, and it bounces right back like a boomerang. Don't know how he does that, but Kyuzo War Helmet is the name of this ability. Cooldown of 3, deals physical damage as well, and it's going to deal bonus damage based off his max protection. So 35% of his max protection there. But then he loses currently 50% of his current protection pool. So kind of an interesting trade-off, but that's not going to be too much of a trade-off, as we'll see in just a second. And that is just the beginning of EMBO's protection mechanics. Now, the way of the Kyuzo is his unique ability, and it has protection synergy. So he has 30% offense when he has protection. He has 30% critical chance when he has no protection. He also gains foresight for 2 turns when he receives damage when he has 0 protection. So very interesting. On top of that, he cannot be critically hit. The can't be critically hit portion is part of the Zeta, so not going to be super important to probably Zeta that, and we'll cover the 2 Zeta abilities in just a second. Let's cover the contract. So no matter who the bounty hunter leader is, as long as you complete the contract, whatever it is, EMBO will always receive this payout, and EMBO takes basically bonus turns when he critically hits. Only one time. He can't just keep going infinitely, which would be probably super overpowered. And on top of that, he gains a brand new special ability, kind of like how L3 gains an extra special ability in a way. So kind of an interactive way to gain another ability. Let's take a look at that real fast. And this is that contract payout special ability. It's called Elusive Strikes. Cooldown of 4, deals physical damage as well, and EMBO is going to recover protection equal to the damage he dealt. On top of that, this attack goes straight to the health pool and it ignores the target's protection. So now that we took a look at his kit, let's take a look at the 2 Zeta portions of his kit. So Way of the Kyuzo, his unique. When you Zeta this ability, EMBO cannot be critically hit. So probably not going to be a recommended Zeta for EMBO. This is more of a luxury Zeta. The better Zeta is actually on his leadership ability, the Quiet Assassin. Now the Zeta portion of this ability is significantly better. So if you're ever going to run EMBO as a leader, this is going to be the recommended Zeta for EMBO. If we're ever going to give EMBO a Zeta, bounty hunter allies gain offense up whenever they critically hit, so it's going to significantly increase their damage. Quick look at what's under the hood. Agility based character, so whenever you give EMBO agility gear, it's going to also increase his overall physical damage. If you're interested in his health and protection with old gear 12 plus pieces, here it is as follows. His base speed is 140. I've increased it to 218 here with mods, and also gave him max critical damage. His offense, his physical damage is at 3,500, quite high. He has also great critical chance, 48%, and I barely raised his crit chance, so very good. Now let's take a look at some gameplay. Back again with the bounty hunters in phase 1 against Darth Nihilus. This is the heroic Sith raid. Quick pause for a second. I want to showcase my fellow game changer here. He is Lolander. He did 5 million damage with an EMBO bounty hunter team in the same phase, so be on the lookout for Lolander. He should have a kit reveal video on his channel. He is a Spanish game changer, I believe. I think he speaks Spanish. Really sorry if I messed that up, Lolander, but tomorrow he's going to have a video showcasing that amazing 5 million hit. So back to this attack here with myself. I had a opportunity to do a few attacks. I tried Boss Lead with the EMBO character, the brand new bounty hunter. I believe I took out IG88, and that was fairly effective as well. Did like 3% of Darth Nihilus. And here I'm using EMBO as the leader, wanted to test him out. So quick thing to note, look how fast we got the contract payout completed. Very quick. That was one of the drawbacks of some of the other bounty hunter leaders like Dengar and Greedo, for example. They took much longer to complete the contract, and we completed it right away, which is very nice. Now, another thing to note, which is great, Darth Nihilus does damage straight to the health pool of characters, and just pay attention to Darth Nihilus when he does this force drain right here. Here we go. Force drain, but the combination of health steal counterattacks, boom, everyone is basically back up to full HP. So very effective Darth Nihilus Sith raid team. It is not difficult whatsoever to go the distance to the enrage with an EMBO leadership. This is basically what I wanted Dengar to be like, but I don't know, I guess they wanted to make EMBO the superior leader, and poor Dengar, he doesn't get to lead the bounty hunters ever. So we're gonna kind of wind down the video now. We're gonna fast forward to the end of the battle. This is the enrage of 4. I'm gonna talk about my initial impressions real fast, and then we'll wrap up. Here is the damage screenshot. 2 million damage. EMBO was doing about 600k, same as Boba Fett. I think I could probably maximize that by increasing it by a few 100,000. I think Greedo, I could have modded him a little bit better, get a few extra 100,000 damage there. And with the Gear 12 plus pieces, if I were to add those, the new ones I should add, I could probably have done around 3 to 4 million damage pretty consistently. So only had a few opportunities to try because I wanted to crank out this video for you guys real fast. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is another sort of super team that people start using in phase 1. So now we have JTR Resistance, we have the Jedi, the Yodalicious Grandmaster Yoda led teams, and now an EMBO team is around the same level. So what do you guys think of EMBO? Do you think this character is quite good? Do you think he's average? Do you think he's overpowered? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, while you're down there, if you want to see any more EMBO content, extra heroic Sith raid videos, any sort of arena or territory war theory crafting videos as well, and guides, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys all later. Cheers.